Welcome back to Network Africa. General Gilbert Diendere is set to face the music as he is charged for attempting to topple the government of interim President Michael Kafando in Burkina Faso's last month. The leader of last month's short-lived coup is charged with crimes including threatening state security and murder. General Diendere is expected to face trial before a military tribunal. Interim President Michael Kafando was reinstated 2 weeks ago after intervention from the army and West African leaders. The Presidential Guards unit that carried out the coup alongside General Diendere is also to be disbanded. I am now being joined live from the capital of Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou, by Jim Ouattara, who brings us the latest on this issue. Thank you so much for joining us on Network Africa.
You're welcome.
Well, give us the latest. I mean, what more do we know about General Diendere's arrest at this time?
We know that General Diendere is under arrest and he's right now in under the control of Gendarmerie of Burkina Faso. This is the federal, the equivalent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And what they can know also, some people who were in the same coup with him are also under arrest.
I mean, when you say some people, are we talking about all of his supporters, those known and unknown?
Some people know that some political leaders who are under arrest for the probable implication in the coup. And the arrestations are still continuing in Burkina Faso, so they are still arresting people, and particularly in among civilian people.
So how are the people reacting to this? This is supposed to be good news. What are his supporters saying? We also understand that the Presidential Guard unit of the army who aided the coup will be disbanded. What are you hearing?
Yeah, the Presidential Guard unit has been officially disbanded here in Burkina Faso. We are no longer talking about this unit. It is over. So we can say game is over for the ASP in Burkina Faso. That's also. But you know, in Ouagadougou right now, we even don't know if General Diendere still have some supporters. We don't know because nobody is right now talking about Diendere. No.
All right. So we understand that he will be tried not by he will be tried by the military tribunal. When is this likely to begin?
We don't have any precise date for that. Yeah, we are just informed that he will be trial there, but there is no specific agenda about that yet now.
Okay, so, I mean, how about the upcoming elections? We do know it's this month, but we haven't heard any precise date. What are the preparations like?
We are not fixed yet about any date for election because of 2 or 3 reasons. First of all, problem of security, because we don't know, there are still some militaries from the Presidential Guard unit who are not, we don't know where they are right now, because some people of them flee away and with some weapons. And right now we are talking about how to securize the city of Ouagadougou, first of all, and also the entire nation. And secondly, some people say that we cannot talk about election right now without giving a good and celebrate very important tribute to our martyrs. So right now we are not talking specifically about election. No, we know that we are going to our election before the end of November, but we are not fixed yet on the date.
I mean, that appears to be the mood right now in Burkina Faso. It is obvious there might not be elections, but the government is not addressing this. What do you have to say about this?
No, but for government, it's sure we are going to all the elections before the end of November. Okay? And political leaders also think that we must go to election before the end of November. But, you know, we have social organization people who say that we have to give a good and very important tribute to our martyrs. First of all, because we have to honor them, because they have been killed due to this coup. They have, first of all, to give a tribute before talking about election. But right now, we don't know exactly where we are going. We are still thinking, and people are still holding their meeting in order to propose something very clear.
All right then, Jim, are you optimistic? I mean, the whole of, most people in Africa are excited that Burkina Faso is back on track. Is this the same opinion by most people in Burkina Faso as it is going?
We are very optimistic here in Ouagadougou because we think that Burkina Faso is right now holding its shoulders the hope of the whole Africa. And we need to go to this election in order also to show to the whole Africa and also to show to the world that in Africa we can.
Yeah, but before I let you go, all right? Before I let you go, I mean, so far so good. What do we know about the contenders, the candidates for this upcoming elections?
Hello? Can you repeat, please?
I am with you.
Can you repeat, please, your question?
Okay, so I'm saying, what do we know about some of the candidates participating or to participate in the upcoming elections?
We don't have any more information about it. No, I don't have it.
Okay, we are having some technical issues there, hearing Jim Ouattara, a radio journalist who joined us live from Ouagadougou with the latest about General Diendere's arrest and charges. We hope to reconnect with them in the course of the program. In the meantime, thank you so much for speaking to us. The road to political restitution looks very narrow for Guinea-Bissau as President José Mario Vaz rejects a cabinet proposed by his new Prime Minister, Carlos Correa. This new development could frustrate the efforts aimed at turning the page on a crisis that has threatened to destabilize the coup-plagued West African nation. Prime Minister Correa was appointed premier on September the 8th, following weeks of political turmoil triggered by vast dismissal of Prime Minister Domingo Simões Pereira and his government over a row between the two rivals within the ruling party. After more than a month of political haggling, Correa submitted a list of ministers to the president on October the 2nd. However, Vaz said the cabinet was too large. The former Portuguese colony has become a major transit point for cocaine smuggled from South America to Europe amid chronic political instability that has seen the country rocked by 9 coups or attempted coups since 1980. Let's take you on a short break on Network Africa. Archbishop Desmond Tutu celebrates his 84th birthday as the Nobel Peace Prize winner recuperates from a long-term illness.